The thinning event controls the how aspect of a thinning. A thinning may be defined at either the stand level or tree level, and different options are available based on the user's preference. To create a new thinning event, select the Create menu, Analysis Sets, Thinning, and Thinning Events. If you are specifying a selective thin and wish to use either a biometric table or tree size distribution table, this would usually expect to have already been created. Click the Add button. Enter a unique name and a description for the thin event. The first choice is to identify what is referred to as the selection type. This will dictate which further options apply. Thin events may be outrows, uniform, which means size indiscriminate, or selective, and a few additional combination options are also available. If you select outrows only, simply enter the row rate needed, which would normally be a whole number between 3 and 5. Uniform allows the user more control over not only removal, but optionally retention targets and how they are defined. The options which may be selected include the target type, the target variable, the target unit, and then finally the target amount. The most complex of the options is selective. Selective will require the selection method to be identified, which may be either stand-based or tree-based, and either a biometric table or size distribution table identified by the user. If stand biometric table is chosen, the thinning requires the same stand target controls as applied in uniform, and the biometric table will alter the retention probabilities of different size trees to achieve the required basal area and stocking goal. If tree biometric table is chosen, only the table needs to be selected, as the table itself will determine the resulting basal area and stocking outcomes. If tree distribution by size table is selected, again the table is identified and it will dictate the stand outcomes. If either of the two combination options are chosen for selection type, then the relevant entries will be shown for both. It is also possible to impose some restrictive criteria which will prevent FIRS from even attempting to thin if various options for retention and removal outcomes can't be met. That is, this option may be added to reflect the fact that thinnings, which would not occur in reality for practical reasons, will also not occur in FIRS. I'm going to select a selective only thin. It's going to be stand-based using a biometric table for the retention probabilities. I'm going to use this 1803, which is available from the library. What I want to do is retain stocking at an absolute amount of 450 stems per hectare. On top of that, I want some optional minimum criteria. I want to only thin if total stem volume can be removed at least 100 cubic metres per hectare to make sure I can pay the contractors. At this stage, all of my selections are met. I'm going to click the Save button. And there we can see the new thin event. I've just created a new thinning event. The event must sit within a thinning regime to be selectable for an analysis. Note that the thinning event occurs plot by plot in order to reflect what a harvesting machine operator would consider hectare per hectare.